This is Sean with Gate City. We are on a drainage job today in Greensboro, so let me show you what we've got going on here. So we've got this house right here, and this whole area stays super soggy and wet. And it just rained a few days ago and it's still really squishy through here. So look at that. So what we're going to do to try to get some of this water out of here is we are going to catch this gutter here and bring it under the fence and send it out this way. We also have an air conditioning condensate line right here, so we're going to get that into our pipe since we're going right by it. We're going to come along here, just kind of a straight shot, and then since we're going by it, we're going to catch that gutter right there. And you can see there's no elbow or anything on it, and so it's just hollowing out right in there. Not good. And then they have a sump pump discharge right there, so we're going to get that as well while we're here. So we're just going to come on down through here wherever our angle is, and we're going to head on down to the street. We only have half a curb here, so we're just going to core what we can and try to get it to look nice. So that's what we're working on today. Got a couple messages here from 811. Charter Communication, CLR, and Power, red is Duke, so DUKE, CLR. So those two utilities are out of our way, which is nice. They do have a internet line that comes in back here. So you see that orange line right there, and I guess they buried it on this side. So we'll have a little bit of hand digging to do for that gutter right there. And of course, we don't have a gate on this side, so we got to go all the way around. I stand corrected. This is a temporary line that they just had hooked up. So this AT&T line is probably not even in usage. All right, we're getting started on this gutter right here. So let me show you a couple other issues that this house is experiencing. So the homeowners are reporting back that this whole yard is really wet. And take a look over here. This concrete is cracked and it's kind of sloping in this area. There's like a low point right here. And then take a look at this. Let me see if I can get you up there. So you can bet what happens with that downspout right there. You can see how it's a different color. It's white right along there. And so they must have added that at some point for some reason. And the homeowner said this thing just like shoots out. And then right here, this just turns into a pond right here. So we've got some more issues with this house, with the drainage stuff. But for now, getting these gutters out of the equation is going to be a big help. If we look back here, and I was out here with the homeowner a couple weeks ago, and we're trying to figure out where all this water is coming from. And so there's a chance it's coming from back here, but there's a lot of vegetation back here, so I'm not really sure. It also doesn't really look like there's a lot of water that's disrupting this area. One concern I did have was this downspout right here and where that water, and look at all this moss right here. So it looks like there's a lot of water that comes through here. If that's the case, if the water's coming from the back here, we could build up a little berm here. And so the homeowners are going to be investigating on that to see if there's water that comes across here. If so, we can build up a berm along here and keep the water channeling that way. But for now, what we're working on is the known water sources, which are the gutters, that condensate line, and that sump pump discharge. Yeah, it is.
assuming there's not another one in place. What? Just had a steak. Oh, it's just nice. Nah.
What is that, like a carpet or something?
Yeah, piece of carpet.
That's nice.
Yeah. Through this area.
Hang on, can you say that all again? What are you thinking, Jeremy?
I'm thinking we need to figure out this part because we need to figure out how to keep as high as possible to maintain a good fall till we hit the curve. Because if we go there, we're gonna have great fall here and less than great down there.
We may run out of fall if we go too deep.
Indeed, indeed. So
okay.
Figure this out. A little planning goes a long way.
There you go. The guys are back there getting that first gutter together, so I'm going to start working on this condensate line here. And what I've got here is a 4x4x2 sanitary tee, and then a 2" by 1/2" bushing here, and I've got a 3/4 inch, you can see it right there, pipe. And so I've got just a pile of reducers and expanders and bushings in here. It might be that one right there. All right, so that'll get into the 3/4 inch, and that'll get into 1.5 inches. We're starting with our furthest away gutter, and this represents a fixed point here. This can't move. So wherever this pipe lands, because of that fixed point, we can then go off of that. And this all back in here can move around. So we started to loosely set this up and see how it was looking, but this can all move wherever it needs to. So we have to start where the fixed point is.
All right, Sean.
Yeah.
This is good. Shove this up. Make sure we're you got enough what you need up there, please.
Yep, got plenty.
All right, hold on. All right, come on. Come on, get up. All right, put it where you need it.
Yeah, I'm good with wherever it goes.
All right, that's it. That's floating right there on its own.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna go ahead and cover this up.
It's made up?
Yes.
All right, sweet.
You want me to
Before you cover that up, let's get this trenched and make sure, because we got some room to come up if we need to.
Okay.
We may need to come up a little bit over here.
All right, you want me to leave the camera back here or you want me to bring it around?
Yeah, you can leave it there, just turn it off if you would. We've got our pipe locations marked. We laid the pipes out, sprayed them, and so now we're ready to start trenching. So we'll probably pull these needles back just a little bit, get them out of the way. Oh, Ronald's already got these needles out of the way. Cool.
Okay, Jeremy. Good. That's just breaking right there.
Well, yeah, he's got room.
Okay.
It
We
was
got
almost-
half bubble there.
Okay.
Let's say saves a half bubble.
Yeah. All right, say all that again.
So I think we're looking good. We have a full bubble here. We can work this in. We're right there. We can come in here, tie it 3/4 inch line there with that key.
All right.
4/2. We'll bring this down the 1.5 down to.
We got our expanders over there.
We have them all ready to roll.
Yep.
We have our glue.
Let's do it.
Everything's ready to roll.
Get that little expander in there.
Oh yeah. I'm going to put the other one in there too.
Okay, yeah.
Reduce it down a little more.
We're not about to be bested by a 5-cent fitting. That 3/4 will flex just enough to get it right in there.
You like that?
Yeah. Just squeeze it. Only on these jobs. Only on my jobs do you have to worry about standing in front of the camera.
Hey, that.
Hey, I thought that was me. It was bad about that.
Oh, it's everybody.
I'm not caught you yet.
And standing in front of one?
Yeah.
That's because you don't hear me saying, watch out for the camera, because I'm like, oop.
All right, let's see where we're gonna be at right here.
Look at all the water coming through there. It's just dripping non-stop.
Try that. All right, that one's there. Looks good. That one looks good. Let's check our fall. We have about a 1/4 bubble or so. So we're right.
Excellent.
Sweet.
Opening.
Oh yeah, you see it happening. Yep. What you got there, boss?
Got some water coming through there already.
Oh, cool.
Just dripping in.
Cool. It's nice to see it work as you're putting it in it.
Yep. Push that down on that pipe a little bit. See if we can get it to. Yeah, I didn't do it.
No.
It's on its way though.
We better get
Oh,
stuff.
I just did it. Dang it.
Did it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on its way. Full bubble.
All right, we just got this piece in right here, and we got a full bubble right there, and we got a full bubble right there. So we're flying. Didn't know if that sump pump line was actually doing anything.
Oh no, we contacted the home inspector and they said, yeah, it was working.
Okay. Well, now it's going to be all the way out there.
Fantastic. That'll definitely help out with the stuff.
What do you need?
Shovel, please.
Yeah.
Thanks, sir.
Over here we're catching this sump pump discharge line. They're not sure if it really works all that often, but since we're right here, we might as well catch it into our pipe. And I think this is the first time I've used a 4x4x2 Y. We are making really good progress here, and I wanted to show you and show off a little bit. Look at that trenching right there. When we first started, we'd have to do like a huge open area to get that angle right. And now that we've been doing this for a while, we're pretty good at getting the angles right, because that wire right there being 4-inch, it's not going to give any. So your angles have to be perfect. So it's looking really good. We're getting stuff covered up here, or I should say Jeremy is getting the pipe bedded really well. And then Ronald and I are running on down to the curb. Alright, we're all set up here with our fixed point, our screw jack, and our 4-inch core drill. This is only a half a curb, so we're just going to go for it, and it'll be a tight fit, whatever it comes out as. And then we'll be right through the curb. So let's see how we do here. It's 11:12 right now. Alright, we popped the circuit breaker, so they're going to run it through the house into a 20 amp circuit. So we're a little bit delayed here.
We're close. Need a little bit more.
Alright.
We're close. Need a little bit more. Don't you need a little bit more? Nice.
That's a custom core right there.
Yeah.
Hang on, my favorite part. Doesn't want to come out, does it?
No. Try that again.
Custom core right there.
Nice.
Including screwing around with the circuit that broke, we are at 11:30. So this little guy right here is a lifesaver. Jeremy, that's it.
Okay.
Where is it?
I don't think we want it any further because it's going to be
Oh,
exposed.
yeah, because it's going to be exposed. You're
Yeah.
right. Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Good job.
Sweet.
Well, that's awesome.
So
That's awesome.
right there. That was off right there.
Is there water in there?
Yeah.
That
Already.
condensate.
Yes,
Wow.
it is.
Oh, that thing has been making a mess.
For a long time.
Yeah. Oh no. Did that pop? We show with Jeremy. Let me pop that concrete, Daddy.
Do you have the hammer?
Yeah, it's right there.
Is that together?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's together?
Yeah.
Okay, I think that's it then. All right. This is an awesome drill right here. This is a Hilti DD130, and I've got an extra one on the truck too, but this is exactly what it's for, is for coring into big things like that. This little collet thing has been getting kind of jammed up, and so I guess because it has water running through it, so I've been spraying some silicone or WD-40 or whatever I've got handy in there before I put it up for storage. But yeah, that thing is a lifesaver. We are just finishing up. We've just cored our curb, got everything covered up. We caught this gutter and the sump pump discharge line. And remember what I always say about pine needles. Don't use pine needles to cover up drainage problems, but it's okay to use pine needles to cover up drainage solutions. So we're running down here, and then we got our condensate line here coming from our air conditioner, and then we got this gutter right here. Okay, we're finally finished with this job. So we got all of our seed and straw out, got everything covered up. Things are looking good, the homeowners are happy, they're really excited. And we're getting stuff strapped down, ready to take off. I'm back out here to check on this system that we put in. It's been probably about a month or so, and that's flowing pretty good there. So that's all water that was landing on that side yard area with no way to get out. So the one thing I want to do is come over here during the dry time and see if that condensate line is flowing. So I'll probably do that before I finish this video. This was a good example of how a poorly placed rear gutter and that condensate line just were dumping water on that side yard area, and that water didn't really have a good way to get out of there. And so it just saturated the soil. The condensate line, even though it was just a little drip, it was so constant during the summer months that it just kept that area saturated. And so getting that pipe installed, getting that back gutter caught, getting that condensate line caught, and sending those straight to the curb was the ticket for drying that side area out. And I did stop by a couple times during the summer to look at the condensate line or the drip coming down at the curb, but I didn't have my camera with me, so I just happened to be in that area and was like, oh, I should stop and look. But I didn't have my camera with me, so I don't have any footage of that, but I did see it happening. And I have seen that in other areas where we've caught condensate lines like that. So even though it's a short drip, a small drip, that is still enough to keep that area saturated. And so, like with all drainage solutions, you should be able to identify the problem water. You should be able to get that problem water into a pipe and carried to a place where it's no longer a problem. And then you should be able to set up your lawn chair and just watch that problem water flowing away and no longer being a problem. And so that was the case here, where we caught the condensate line, the rear gutter, the front gutter, and that sump pump discharge line. And all that water, we just took it all out of the equation, sent it straight to the curb where it's no longer a problem. So that system's been working really well for the homeowners. And as always, if you have found any enjoyment or value in my channel, you can support the channel in the links below. And with that, thanks for watching. Thanks again for watching, and you can support the channel. You know what to do here. And always remember to mind your fall when you're installing your drainage systems.